I get it, friend. I've been there too. The perfect pair of jeans, the cute sweater, the trendy pair of shoes, and after all of that, it still feels frumpy. Question is, why? Well, I'm here to break it down for you and give you some fixes so that hopefully you never feel frumpy again. I'm 5'5", so my looks can go frumpy real quick. Now, there is a time and a place for a frumpy look that is well-intentioned, but that is a story for another day. Today, I'm here to talk about the specific things that I've learned that are making me look frumpy and how to fix those things. It's honestly a little annoying at how simple the problems are, but it's also extremely refreshing at how easy the fixes are. So, let's break it down. So, if you are feeling frumpy, it is likely that you are wearing an outfit that is soft, drapey, straight, just no real defined shape to it. So the first problem to address is missing structure, or maybe a bit of sharpness. This is one of the reasons why I love blazers. Blazers are sharp, structured, and can basically refine anything. So if mama needs a little bit of structure, a blazer it is. But if you're not a blazer fan, usually a structured jacket or coat can also sort of remedy this situation. This is probably why I love a wool coat so much. A wool overcoat, I should say, is very refined. It's very structured. You know, it's got the nice stiff shape, the structured fabric. So ultimately, it's just always having sort of that mindset of, well, if it's not an outerwear piece, like where is my structure? Is it a blazer? Is it a jacket? Is it changing the bottoms to a more structured pair of bottoms? Is it adding in sharpness in the shoe? Is it adding in sharpness in the accessories?
You are, so stop, believe, and dance. I want your body in the trance. There's a song inside of me. I'll be your wildest fantasy.
The next one is lack of contrast. Yes, lack of contrast. This sort of speaks to our first point of missing structure or missing sharpness, because obviously the structure and sharpness is a contrast to the softer, drapier, floppier, frumpier shape. And what comes with that a lot of times is sort of something more sophisticated or classic, and therefore it brings that sort of contrast to a more casual, frumpier look. Another form of contrast that I like to use is texture. So a lot of times a frumpy look will be sort of flat texture throughout, or it could just be a similar texture throughout. So for me, the issue that I find then, like let's say it is a head to toe cashmere look. I don't have head to toe cashmere, so I can't really show that example. But if you added in like a leather jacket or a leather blazer, automatically right there, you're going to elevate that look and make it look a lot less frumpy. One, because you are bringing in structure, and two, because you're bringing in the contrast of texture. If I'm feeling soft, do I need something a little bit more hard? If I have something cozy, do I have something a little bit more hot? Do we have something a little bit colder and smoother to contrast it? Just finding those counterpoints. Instead of just adding a piece, it could be that you swap out a piece.
Them serve blood, thicker than water. Keep it 100 in a family, me call ya.
let's say you're like, no, Emily, I don't want to change out a piece, or I don't have anything to add. You know, maybe it's that you realize that you're looking a little frumpy after it's a little too late. Maybe you're already out for brunch and about ready to head off to a Hinge date after brunch, and you're like, holy Hannah, I'm looking a bit frumpalump. What am I going to do? Okay, well, then what you may be missing is styling details, or styling tweaks, as I like to call them sometimes. It is shocking to me, or was shocking to me when I learned how much a styling tweak can completely transform a look. And what I mean by styling tweak is like a roll of the sleeve, a cuff of the pant, a little zhuzhy tuck of the shirt. Maybe it's a pop of a collar, whatever it may be. But these things can absolutely transform a look. So what I would suggest, if something is feeling frumpy, one of the easiest things you can do is look at the bottoms. Are the bottoms sort of like a straight fit? You know, usually that is the case. There's not a whole lot of, you know, interest there. So firstly, you could go for a kind of messy roll, which will actually taper the leg of the pants. And tapering the leg of the pants will not only give it kind of some shape, it'll also give a slimming effect, which if you're feeling frumpy, that's kind of what you're after. But along with that, the roll is going to add like a little bit of yummy interest to the look. Another one is to roll up the sleeves. Maybe it's just a little zhuzhy push, maybe it's a cuff, but ultimately what that is going to do is it's sort of going to open you up a little bit. It's going to make you feel a little less heavy, or maybe it's even just, you know, rolling it, giving it just a little bit of a roll at the end. Again, it's going to kind of open up the look and make it feel a little less heavy. The third little style tweak that always helps me if I'm feeling a little frumpy is a little tuck into the waist. So hopefully, whatever sort of situation you've gotten yourself in with your outfit, there's a way to give a little tuck. Even if it's that you're wearing like a sweatshirt with a pair of sweatpants, you know, tucking that sweatshirt into your waistline, just, it doesn't even have to be a full tuck, just a little tuck. What that's then doing is it's breaking up the look. It's kind of giving it some proportions, and it's not kind of all just molding together and making you look like a big ball of fabric.
And just to see you smile, watch me bend the sky.
It really boils down to shape. If you're feeling frumpy, it just means that you don't have any shape. So all three of these things that I've talked about are ultimately going to give you shape. And that's really as simple as it is. Shape. Yeah. Is that it? Feels a little lackluster, but hopefully that helps.
Standing on top of the mountain, head far above all the clouds. Now I'm standing on top of the mountain. Thousands of voices resounding. I'm smoking on weed, that's the loudest. Them say blood, think I done water. Keep it 100, then our family me call.
Until next time, friends.
So